anthem performed by the Newfoundland Symphony Orchestra. Veuillez vous lever si possible et retirer vos chapeaux pendant l'interprétation de notre hymne national par l'Orchestre symphonique de Terre-Neuve.
Well, now, feel the excitement in the air. It's preliminary men's baseball day one, and we've already had 3 exciting ball games, and we're expecting another one here tonight. Alongside the big one, the lanky one, Bill Hard of Coach 1011. I'm Brian Rogers of the Newfoundland Regiment Hockey Club from the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League, and we're taking our first crack at baseball here. Part of the University Inc. group for the Charlottetown PEI, led by Scott McLean and Ed Milligan, and it's been a gas so far. Working on a few kinks, but having fun and learning to do the broadcast has been a gas so far today, to say the least.
Well, you mentioned fun. What a way to wrap it up tonight with a game where you cannot find an empty seat for spectators. Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, both with wins today, and both looking to take over first place in their pool with a win tonight.
So here we go. Nova Scotia, Newfoundland and Labrador, and the ballpark, as Bill mentioned, is jam-packed. The Nova Scotia fans had to move over to the other side of the bleachers to our right from this broadcast location here at St. Pat's, as the rest of the stands are filled with fans, family, friends, acquaintances from Team Newfoundland Labrador.
Lots of flags being waved and a lot of provincial pride being shown here already.
Well, this is an all-Atlantic matchup between 2 neighbors who have been pals for many, many years. Nova Scotia, of course, the mainland Nova Scotia and Cape Breton Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador. So this should be a beauty. And I got to be honest, both Bill and I are transplants. We are Blue Nosers.
That's right.
And I just want to see a good ball game here. That's all I'd be happy with. I mean, being now a resident of Newfoundland and Labrador for 40-odd years, I feel like this is home. So, hey, as much as I love Canada's Ocean Playground,
right,
I got to say, I'd love to be a big homer here tonight. Like, I mean a big homer, right?
Well, I'll tell you,
some people say, oh, no, Rogers, even in baseball? Yes, sirree, Bob.
My mother called me. She's born and raised proud Newfoundland and Labradorian, living in Nova Scotia now. And when she asked me who's playing right now, I said Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and Labrador. And her response was, not knowing exactly where her loyalties are going to lie. I think she's kind of leaning towards where it all started for her right here in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Playing third base wearing number 13, Austin Brown.
So, Bill, we'll depart St. Pat's Ballpark when this game is over. Beat feet, you need to go to sleep. You've got a morning show on Coast 101 that starts, what, at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning?
That's right.
And you'll be on till 9-ish, I believe.
Yeah, ducking out.
And then we're beating feet down to the Caribou Complex for women's softball.
Looking forward to
John
that.
and Lynn are going to be doing their broadcast from softball as well, so I don't know how early I'll be tomorrow morning.
Team Newfoundland and Labrador,
I'm going to say 80-ish. Probably 80.
Jack
we'll see.
Newfoundland lineup being introduced right now, and you can hear the roar of approval.
Wearing number 49, Cam McNair.
So we'll get set for baseball. Jack McCarthy on the mound, number 99 for Newfoundland and Labrador. He throws the first pitch, strike. Bill, you got the umpiring crew here, I believe, for tonight's game.
Oh, yeah, behind home plate. We're going to be checking in. We'll be hearing the strikes and the balls from Tony Siemens. First base, Mr. McGee, Philip McGee will be taking care of that. And third base will be covered by the one, the only, James Lyles.
All righty. Good luck, men. Have a good game here. These two provinces so dear to our hearts are going mano to mano here, and there's a ball fouled back out of play. And a souvenir. Jack McCarthy with 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, pardon me, Cam McNair. Counts 1-2. Cam McNair from Hammonds Plains, Nova Scotia. And he'll tap one back to the pitcher. He's going to gobble it up, and a toss over to first, 1 away. Well, this Nova Scotia team finished, I believe, 7th last year in the U17 Canadian Championship. So did Fort Mac, where Manitoba won the bronze. Nova Scotia placed 8th in that competition, from what I understand.
They're off to a good start today with that 9-3 win over New Brunswick earlier this morning.
Yep. So McCarthy checks the sign, winds and fires, and delivers a strike. This is Noah McIntosh, the slick fielding shortstop and power hitter from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. And he'll crank one foul. First baseman coming over and runs out of room. So another 0-2 count as Jack McCarthy got something going here early in the contest. He's got a tough guy to face here in Noah McIntosh. My insider tells me that's Noah Biceps Anderson. There's strike 3 call. He just reared back and blew it by McIntosh, and that's not an easy out right there.
Oh, it is not.
Jack McCarthy bringing the heat, much to the delight of the partisan home crowd here at St. Pat's Ballpark. Malky Murphy will check in.
The right fielder, number 3, Malky Murphy.
Malky, the right fielder for this team from Canada's Ocean Playground. And Malky's from Upper Brookside, Nova Scotia. There's a ball fouled out of play. Strike 1.
Plays his ball with the Truro Bearcats.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, he does. AAA ball under 15.
Both of us former announcers at CKCL Truro. In fact, CKCL Truro was my last stop on my home turf before I became a transplant Newfoundland Labradorian. Moved to St. John's in '83 from Truro. Here's the pitch. A little low. 2 balls and a strike on the number 3 hitter, Malky Murphy. McCarthy delivers a pitch high. Run the count to 3-1 on the number 3 hitter for Nova Scotia. 2 down here, top of the first inning, game 4 today here at St. Pat's Ballpark. Oh, and he got plunked. That one got away from Jack McCarthy, and Malky Murphy took it for his team, and he'll find himself on first base with 2 away here. That brings up the cleanup hitter,
to the batter's box,
number 10, Jordan
Rittenberg.
Rittenberg, and he is from my hometown of Halifax. So 2 down, 1 aboard. Jack McCarthy gets a sign, winds and fires. That's a little low for ball 1. Jack McCarthy, another one of those excellent young ball players out of Paradise, and man, they produced a lot over the last couple decades in particular. Been a lot of really good young ball players from Newfoundland, Labrador, applied their trade and made Canada Games teams in the past. And they're predominant on this roster. That pitch, a bender inside. Runs the count to 3-0. So after 2 fairly quick outs, Jack McCarthy running into a minor pickle. I mean, he's got 2 away here. And here's the pitch. That's going to be ball 4. So 4 straight pitches and 2 aboard for Nova Scotia here at the top of the first. As Karen Cutler goes out to the mound to settle down Jack McCarthy.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 46, Jack Bona.
And you got to believe, Bill, that both the starter McCarthy and the catcher Cutler have played ball together for a while out of the Paradise system. So we'll see where it goes here. 2 away, and then there's the strike.
Jack Bona also playing for the Truro Bearcats.
Jack Bona?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Bona stepping in here with 2 aboard and 2 outs. Bona is from Lewisdale, Cape Breton Island. The only player from Cape Breton, but a Cape Bretoner on this Team Nova Scotia, and rightfully so. Pitch looked pretty good to me, and that's strike 1 and 2 with 2 down. And McCarthy looking for a strikeout here to quell a semi-uprising for Nova Scotia with runners at first and second and 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swung out and missed, strike 3. So Jack McCarthy comes back, had a little chat with his battery mate Karen Cutler, and he hummed a pill down the middle and struck him out.
Well done.
And Newfoundland and Labrador will be coming to the plate in the bottom of the first, and will have their first crack at spanking the ball around beautiful St. Pat's Ballpark after this timeout. 2025 Canada Summer Games baseball coverage here from St. Pat's. We'll be back after this timeout. Yep.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe 2, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Batting 6th and playing third base, number 8, Aiden Power. Batting 7th and playing second base, number 10, Aaron Ball. Batting 8th.
All righty, back here at St. Pat's. Sorry, folks, took a little extra time there to wipe the brow and a still muggy Sunday night. We had a scorcher earlier today in that first game with New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, 10 o'clock this morning.
It was.
The heat was on. A la Glenn Fry from Beverly Hills Cop.
You.
Yeah. I can't help myself with that. Being a former disc jockey, I love music. You know, I don't know. I just like to fire up a little tune here and there.
My teammate, we never do musical Jeopardy.
When it applies to baseball or hockey, in particular hockey. But this has been so much fun. I'm really enjoying the gig here. Universal Media Inc. out of Charlottetown, PEI. Doing a great job. Lots of long days ahead, but lots of sunshine. And lots of exciting sports for you folks to pick up through Universal, obviously. CBC Gem and NTV Plus, where you can stream. And if you're tuned in tonight, welcome aboard. We're so happy to have you. We hope you'll enjoy this contest between our two favorite provinces, Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia. Easy to say, right? Not so much. Pitches outside. Runs the count to 3-1 here on the leadoff hitter, Jacob Fleet. Number 19, the left fielder. Fleet of feet, be Jake. Oh, takes a strike there from the umpire. Siemens steps out of the box and will be facing a full count offering here from the Nova Scotia pitcher, and he'll throw strike 3. That was a bit of heat that came from Thomas Mitchell from Halifax, Nova Scotia. She retires the leadoff batter, Jacob Fleet. And here is the Newfoundland hero from game 1 today when they knocked down Manitoba 9-7 in a thriller. And this young man, Karen Cutler from Paradise, just got plunked. That pitch got away from Tom Mitchell and he plunked him. But Cutler came up with a tremendous grand slam home run and gave Newfoundland a 6-0 lead, Bill, in the second inning. And they had to hang on and scurry back because Manitoba would not roll over. And that was the first time that Newfoundland had a run lead of, say, 6 or more, where another team came back and tied the score.
Well, you said you wanted to call a home run, hopefully, today.
Yeah, and I got
Grand
to do
slam
that,
for
man.
Newfoundland?
Wow, that was fantastic. I mean, as a rookie baseball announcer, I couldn't ask for, you know, a moment like that. I dreamed about it.
Yeah, crowd all.
And many a time in my youth, I used to pretend I was calling home runs, but I was listening to Phil Rizzuto, the Scooter, on 10-10 wins. It used to come into Halifax like a CJCH or CHNS at night, and down the cottage to St. Margaret's, same thing. Dad listening to the Oriole games, and I'd be listening to Phil Rizzuto, the Scooter.
Scooter.
Holy cow. Here's the pitch, off and running. A throw down to second is high, and a good slide in under the tag. And Karen Cutler proving that catchers can run. And they can also hit mammoth home runs. Look at Cal Riley of the Seattle Mariners. That'll pretty well sum it up. Hey, how about those apples?
Man.
So Newfoundland Labrador with a runner in scoring position. One down here, the bottom of the first. St. Pat's in a packed ballpark on a very humid Sunday night. Pitch missing. And the count's now 3-1. And that's on the DH, Jack McCarthy, who is also the pitcher. 99 takes a look and takes a strike. 3-2, another full count. Offering coming up from Thomas Mitchell. Here's the pitch. That ball is ripped foul. So the count remains full, 3-2 on Jack McCarthy. Pitch is high, and he earns himself a walk. So you don't probably see this every day, Bill, but as you look at the official lineup card, there's Jack McCarthy. Down there is the pitcher, number 99. Jack McCarthy is here, the third hitter, the DH.
That's right.
So there's a different wrinkle to U17 baseball. But it's been great action here today. We've seen 3 really good ball games. Day 1 action has not been a letdown. Here's the pitch, and that ball is cracked into the gap. Hit a ton, way back, and drive that left his bat searing into the scorching St. John's night, and a 2-0 lead.
And Newfoundland fans are all standing, waving their flags, and more importantly, everyone listening, Brian Rogers has just called his second home run.
Holy cow. As Scotia would say, that was a bomb.
Oh, that was nice.
Thomas Mitchell serving up a blast that was hit deep into right center. And it cleared the fence by a couple feet, too, so that ball was tattooed. And the host squad has an early 2-0 lead here. A 3-0 lead, pardon me. Well, there's only one on, wasn't there? Was there two on? No, there were. I'm sorry.
Right. A 3-run shot.
Well,
hit is a better.
I think that's wrong. I think it's 2-0, Bill.
I think is someone hit by a pitch?
Well, yeah, Karen Cutler was struck by a pitch. Fleet struck out to start the game. McCarthy was number 99, the DH. Am I missing something here? My goodness, that was Alex McGraw. I am so sorry, folks. I just botched that call. That was Alex McGraw, the right fielder. And here's Luke Hatcher, who pitched for Newfoundland Labrador in the first game this morning. So my bad. A 3-run shot. McCarthy got on, and then McGraw delivered the blow.
That's
my bad. I feel terrible for the youngster. But he's feeling good in that dugout right about now, so he's probably, hey, old man.
We can call him anything we want, and he would not care.
Yeah. Well, that's on me. There's the strikeout. As Hatcher went down looking. And that will bring up Aiden Power, the third baseman in this tilt against Nova Scotia. So, Alex McGraw, who had a spectacular throw for a double play against Manitoba in Game 1, delivers a 3-run homer and gives the home side an early lead here in the bottom of the first. Alex McGraw, number 13, and not Jack McCarthy, the designated hitter. But when you're a DH, you're usually called upon to hit the long ball, are you not?
You know, yes.
Okay. That's a lame excuse for blowing the call.
Works for Shohei Ohtani.
Gonna leave it alone. There's a ball crank foul. Aiden Power teeing off on that, facing an 0-2 count here. And the pitch. High. 1-2. Got him. However, damage done. A 3-run homer from Alex McGraw, the right fielder. And Newfoundland and Labrador with a 3-0 lead after 1 inning of play. Back with the second as Nova Scotia comes to the plate after this timeout. 2025 Canada Summer Games from St. Pat's Ballpark.
And after the first inning of play, the score is Team Newfoundland and Labrador 3 and Team Nova Scotia 0. À la fin de la première manche, la marque est l'équipe à la Terre-Neuve-Labrador 3 et l'équipe à la Nouvelle-Écosse 0.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The BMO app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you this subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
Bill, St. John's native Alex McGraw with a tremendous 3-run shot there.
Right. sure St. John's Capitals teammates have seen that from him before.
Well, he got all of that one. Top of 2. Jack McCarthy going back to work. And he's facing the designated hitter, number 18, Jackson George, pardon me. That's an X on that. No time to come unraveled, Brian. There's a strike. Three 0 Newfoundland Labrador. The pitch is high. 2-2. And a swing and a foul tip held on to by Kieran Cutler. Had himself a real interesting start to these 2025 Canada Summer Games here in his home region. So one away here in the top of the second. Nova Scotia trailing Newfoundland Labrador 3-0. On a mammoth 3-run homer by right fielder Alex McGraw. The St. John Capital, and this is his home ballpark. Here's a pitch up and a little high. Count now 2-0 as McCarthy takes a deep breath, toes the rubber, looks for the sign, winds and fires, and gets a strike in there. Nice pitch. Calm, collected. This Nova Scotia team, though, Bill, they've got some terrific talent, and they're not going to go away either.
No, very well coached too, based on what you've
no doubt. Yeah, great job there. Chris Monroe, the head coach from Halifax. Keegan Gaskell's from Hammonds Plains, and Ben Rittenberg is another coach from Halifax as well. Chef de mission is Kate Saunders from Halifax as well. So a walk issued here.
Now batting for Nova Scotia, the center fielder, number 45, Lewis Stonehouse.
So Lewis Stonehouse comes to the plate with a runner on first. One away. And McCarthy back to work. Here's a strike. McCarthy looking in and delivers a pitch high. 1-1. Lewis Stonehouse from Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia, where many a fine athlete has come out of. In particular, two that come to mind. It's a no-brainer, right? Cole Harbour, you mentioned Cole Harbour. And you think of Sid the Kid and Nate the Skate.
Nate the Skate. Crosby
and McKinnon. And Marchie not too far away in Hammonds Plains. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's McCarthy dealing. Pitches up, 2-2. 1 on, 1 out here. Top of the second, Newfoundland Labrador with a 3-0 lead. If you just joined us, I'm Brian Rogers. A little old, a little senile, need new glasses. And I'm with the tall one, Bill Hart of Coast 101.1. And this is our 4th game of the day for Universal Media Inc. And it's been a gas. I know you use that same word, but I can't think of anything else. We're just lucky we haven't got it.
Right.
Sweaty Sunday night here at the beautiful ballpark on Carpathian. And the pitch, it's in the dirt, gets through the catcher's legs, and now Nova Scotia's base runner will move up.
Looks like Lewis Stonehouse is one of 5 players on this Nova Scotia team that play for the Dartmouth Arrows back home.
Wow.
So, you know, you have teammates you're familiar with.
Yep.
Definitely adds to the chemistry of their team overall.
Well, then they would play at a ballpark you're familiar with in Baisley Field.
Yeah.
Not far from Dumbarton Drive, where my in-laws used to live at one point, my sister-in-law. Yeah, Baisley was just around the corner.
Making his way to the plate to second baseman, number 7, Ryan Jollymore.
So Ryan Jollymore, Toro native, second baseman, steps in with 2 aboard and 1 away here in the top of the second inning with Newfoundland Labrador leading 3-0. Here's the pitch. Hit high for ball 1. So the 1 Newfoundland hit, and that's the way it's gone for the host team, Bill, today. He only had 4 hits at the time when Karen Cutler unloaded that grand slam homer on a 3-2 breaking ball that caught way too much of the plate, and he deposited over the fence down the left field line. And now here we are up 3-0 on 1 hit, and it's a 3-run homer. So the long ball, there's a balk. And the runners are going to move up, unfortunately. Jack McCarthy takes a little stroll behind the mound, trying to collect his thoughts, and needs to come set there and toe that rubber. The umpire was quick to send the runners up another 90 feet, and here they are. Well, there's a big pitch here coming up. 1-1 count, and a ball is slapped to short. They're going to get 1. No, they're not going to get anyone. Nova Scotia is going to tie or get within 1, pardon me, as the ball skirted by the first baseman and bounced off of the railing over down the first baseline.
Yeah, it throws a little bit in the dirt. It was tough to collect.
So they
first base side.
They got the 1 for sure. And they got runners now at second and third again. Is that how that played out there? I think we're getting a break here in the action just to settle Jack McCarthy down.
Yeah, and that's
they're going to score. They're going to score that an error on the throw across the diamond that allowed the run to score. And a little conversation here on the mound.
Take a little breather.
Yep. It's going to be a tight ball game, you know. Playing a really good team. We know everyone's fired up for bragging rights in Atlantic Canada. Don't forget PEI. They walloped New Brunswick 11-1 at the Brad Goucher complex in Mount Pearl. So PEI is off to W in their column, and New Brunswick's 0-2, and there's a ball slashed foul down the third base line. Back to the top of the order with Cam McNair, the left fielder for Nova Scotia, with runners on second and third, just 1 out, and a ball smashed to center. It'll be caught. Here comes the throw in, and they'll have no play at the plate. Tie ball. Not a tie ball game. Brian, great set of math. Punts me again. It's 3-2. So Newfoundland's 3-0 lead is now a 1-run advantage.
Number 6, Noah McIntosh.
And here's Dartmouth's Noah McIntosh. Jack McCarthy got in his first at bat, but this is a special player here. The Blue Nose shortstop. Runner at second. 2 away, 2 in. Here in the top of the second, 3-2 Newfoundland Labrador.
3-2 score, only 1 hit in the game.
That's it. McCarthy looking.
That players are taking advantage of the walks, pass balls.
Yep, or a wild pitch, depending on what the scoring is. And it's been a tough day back there for that. You're going to see a fair amount of that. There's a chopper to third. That's going to be foul. And 2 strikes on Noah McIntosh. So Jack McCarthy is hoping to sit him down again to keep this very skilled ball player off the base pass, or from him torching a ball to tie the game. And he's extremely capable of all of the above mentioned. I feel like I'm rocking on my feet like Kevin Gosman. Kind of back and forth and back and forth.
Just sway.
No, I know, just kind of swaying here. Well, it is our 4th game of the day. And there's a strike. I don't think that Noah McIntosh thought much of the call from referee Siemens. However, it's been made, and that'll do it. But Nova Scotia clawed their way back in with a 2-run second inning. Newfoundland and Labrador coming to bat after this commercial timeout. You're tuned in to the 2025 Canada Games preliminary baseball action from St. Pat's Ballpark.
Vous pouvez visiter notre magasin au Centre Bruno sur le campus de l'Université Memorial pour obtenir une sélection complète de la marchandise des Jeux de Canada.
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Bottom of the second at St. Pat's Ballpark on a sultry, steamy Sunday night here in St. John's Town. Brian Rogers, Bill Hart, coverage of the preliminary round of men's baseball, where Newfoundland and Labrador have a 3-2 lead on the strength of a 3-run homer by St. John's Capital. Alex McGraw, the right fielder. Not only does he have a great arm, as we witnessed in Newfoundland's 9-7 win, Newfoundland Labrador's 9-7 win. He's got a big bat too, and he just proved it here earlier. Pitch down from Thomas Mitchell. And the pitch, that's a bit low as well. 3 balls and no strikes. On second baseman, Aaron Ball. Here's the pitch. He walked him.
He'll take that.
Absolutely. Good at bat there. For Aaron Balls, he took 4 pitchers and sauntered on down to first base.
Stepping up to the plate, the first baseman, number 14, Ben Kent.
Ben Kent, the Mount Pearl Blazer, is over at first base. He played third in the opening game for Newfoundland Labrador against Manitoba this morning, or early this afternoon, I should say. 3-2 ball game, and here is a bunt drop down, and it's a good-looking one. Here's the throw. That's going to pull him off the base. No, he stayed long enough now. That was extremely close. It looked like the first baseman for Nova Scotia may have come off the bag, but he must have dragged the toe, Bill, from this angle.
The umpire has a better view.
Yeah, oh, does he ever? He was right there, so he made the call, but he had to wait for a sec, like you would, to make the proper call, and obviously he got it right.
Waiting to see if we'll get a replay on that.
Yeah, well, the good news is the sacrifice bunt worked. So Newfoundland Labrador with a runner in scoring position. Ben Kent with a beautiful sacrifice bunt to move Aaron Ball into scoring position. Newfoundland trying to add to their lead, and there's a ball chopped to the second baseman. Get it over there in time, and that's 2 down as the runner Ball moves up to third.
Making his way to the plate, the left fielder, number 19.
So here's the top of the order. Jacob Fleet, left fielder, number 19, steps in with a runner at third, and 2 down here in the bottom of the second, and a 3-2 Newfoundland Labrador lead over Nova Scotia. Final game of the day for us on day 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one. Had a pretty good cut at that. You see a fastball coming down the middle and your eyes light up like a Christmas tree. Here's the pitch. That ball is fouled down the first base line. Nova Scotia first baseman's already able to make the play in foul territory, and he will retire Jacob Fleet. And Newfoundland failed to add on here in the second inning. So it remains 3-2 for the host squad on this Sunday evening here at St. Pat's Ballpark, and we'll step aside and take another timeout here. Universal Sports Inc. out of Charlottetown, PEI, the lead and bringing you all this wonderful Canada Games action. And we'll be back with the third period. Third period, I knew it was going to happen. The third inning is next, not the third period. Brian, the hockey's still months away. Here from St. Pat's. Let's go to break. Thank you. Sorry.
It's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
St. Pat's Ballpark on a Sunday night as we go to the top of the third inning with Newfoundland Labrador, the host team, leading their Atlantic counterparts from Nova Scotia by a score of 3-2. Brian Rogers along with Bill Hart. Been quite a day, to say the least. Wonderful learning experience. And enjoying it so much because the ball has been so intriguing, Bill. It's so much better than, well, I guess if you're a Jays fan, which you are, and they've been playing real good ball, but just the game of baseball itself at the major league level is just turning a lot of people off these days. Here's a chopper up the middle. That's going to be a tough play. And in time.
Nice.
Bang, bang. Great release. And one away here in the top of the third. Never even got a time to introduce the Nova Scotia hitter.
Not at all.
Yeah, he's on the bench now, so I will have to introduce him next time he comes up. That was Malky Murphy from Upper Brookside, Nova Scotia. A bounced out there and a fine play by the Newfoundland infield. Led by the shortstop, Sam Rideout, and Aaron Ball in there at second. So a different keystone combo here in Newfoundland Labrador's second game of the day. Into early evening here at St. Pat's. Lights are on, and it's a hazy Sunday evening, but still relatively warm. Pitch is laced over the head of the second baseman Ball, and that's a line drive base hit for Jordan Rittenberger.
Now batting for Nova Scotia, the first baseman, number 46, Jack Bona.
Jack Bona from Louisdale, Nova Scotia, and Cape Breton. That was Jordan Rittenberg. I probably botched, I think, the end of his name. Try not to do that again. You got Haligonian, boy, youngster, I should say, man, young man. Oh, gee. Fading like a flower. McCarthy looks in, delivers the pitch. That ball is hit and flying out to center. Who's calling it? Yeah, center fielder will camp under it, make the catch. And Bona's retired. 2 down here in the top of the third inning. Center fielder Luke Hatcher was Newfoundland and Labrador starting pitcher in game 1 today, and he pitched a whale of a game. He went a good 6 innings in searing heat. Should be very proud of his accomplishment, especially with the team getting the victory 9-7. So here's Jackson George stepping in, the designated hitter, number 18, and he will take ball 1. Here's the pitch. McCarthy dealing a strike.
Jackson George is another one of those Dartmouth Arrows players that we were talking about earlier. I think was it 5, maybe 6 players from that team on the squad.
The Dartmouth Arrows. That was a hockey team once upon a time in the Metro Valley Junior Hockey League. My late brother Ron Coote played for the Dartmouth Arrows as a 15-year-old. No, 16, pardon me. 16 he was. Played midget A with us, Rockingham Centennial Lions, as a 14-year-old and scored 13 goals in his rookie year.
How is it you know all this and you can't
Because it was my brother. It was my brother. And I lost him unceremoniously on March 30th, 1976, and he was only a step away from the National Hockey League at that time, so that was very hurtful to say the least. Nevertheless, hey, Newfoundland and Labrador will come to bat here in the bottom of the 3rd with a 3-2 lead. Nova Scotia retired here. And we'll step aside, take another timeout. This is day 1. Preliminary action. Men's baseball from St. Pat's on the 2025 Canada Summer Games Network. Bottom of the 3rd from St. Pat's Ballpark, Newfoundland and Labrador. With a 3-2 lead over Nova Scotia. Thomas Mitchell, Haligonian, delivering a ball down in the dirt. Facing Newfoundland Labrador catcher Karen Cutler, and he smacks a ball into shallow right field, and backpedaling was the second baseman to gather it in. And there's one away.
Number 99, Jack McCarthy.
Here's Jack McCarthy, who hit a fictitious 3-run bomb in this ball game earlier. Remember that one? Oh, Jackie boy, you're probably here. There'll be some good-natured ribbing, and I'm all about that. He's going to slap that one up the middle. Fantastic play by the second baseman for Nova Scotia, but there was no way they were getting Jack McCarthy. That ball was hit past the pitching mound and up through the middle, and he had good wheels getting down the line, and thus is there with only one away. And here's the hero so far, the St. John's Capitals slugger Alex McGraw, the right fielder who cranked a 3-run bomb to give Newfoundland Labrador a 3-0 lead in the first inning on their first hit of the ball game, and the one that McCarthy just got, Bill, was only the second hit. Pitch outside. Mitchell thought he may have got a bite there, but to no avail. 2-0. Here's the pitch, and that ball's fouled away down the first base line off the protective mesh. And a souvenir for those standing in that section of the ballpark. Both teams, the fans, Nova Scotia on our direct right, Bill, over on those bleachers, and the huge contingent down the right side, down the third base line to the dugout and all the way down to the Molson Coors Canada beer tent is full of Newfoundland and Labrador supporters, you would think. But it's relatively quiet here in this 3-2 ball game. Maybe waiting for something to happen. This might be a double play ball. Here's one, and there is two. Nova Scotia happy with that call as they turned two and did it in a lovely fashion and shut down the host squad in a real quick inning for the hosts. So a double play will send us to the top of the fourth inning, and Newfoundland Labrador continues to lead by a score of 3-2. We'll take another timeout. Why not? We got some great sponsors, so let them run with it. And we'll be back after this timeout on the 2025 Canada Summer Games from St. Pat's Ballpark.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
Here we are as we get set for the top of the fourth inning. St. Pat's on a Sunday night. Newfoundland Labrador 3, Nova Scotia 2 as we head to the top of the fourth. Jack McCarthy's got his warm-up pitches under his collective ball belt, and he's ready to go here in the fourth. (3-2) Newfoundland Labrador.
Off the top of the fourth inning for Team Nova Scotia, the third baseman.
Third baseman
13,
Austin Brown, number 13, steps in to lead off the top of the fourth inning. Austin Brown is from North River, just outside the hub town of Truro, Nova Scotia. Over the Bearcats. Here's the pitch, a little high, and 1-0. McCarthy winds, deals, blows the fastball by him. Even the count of 1-1. Yeah, Bill, if you're a baseball enthusiast, you have to be absolutely ecstatic about what we've seen from this collection of very skilled young ball players, U17, from all the great provinces across the country, and we've seen some entertaining ball, to say the least.
We saw a lot of gritty baseball, getting down to the dirt and earning each run one at a time.
And fundamentals, you know, displayed here that you never see in the majors. Here's a throw down to first and retiring the batter. Please don't, I don't want to make it sound like I don't like Major League Baseball, but I don't. If you know what I mean, it's frustrating.
Changed a lot.
Because the game has changed so much, it's almost cartoonish at some points. We used to play that international rule at the SPN Nationals in Niagara Falls or Moncton or Halifax, where it was a tie ball game. In the eighth inning, you'd put a runner down to second with one out. The last out would go to second. And that's how you unraveled an SPN slow pitch game. Major League Baseball? Are you kidding me? Come on. Okay. That rant is over.
You and Wade Boggs would have a great conversation.
I heard Boggsy doesn't like it, and I don't blame him. Now, he spent most of his career with the Red Sox, and now being a Yankee fan, detests them being a Haligonian. Although we used to go to Boston most summers to go down and watch the Yanks and Red Sox at Fenway, which is still the best ballpark on the majors.
It really, you know what? It really is.
That and Wrigley.
I haven't been to Wrigley yet.
No, I haven't either, but I was at Fenway many a time, and it's a great ballpark. Small, noisy, and no play here for Newfoundland Labrador. Sam Rideout failing to come up with that ball cleanly, and so the Nova Scotia batters aboard. And with one away here in the top of the fourth inning, Nova Scotia trailing 3-2. They've been a runner aboard here.
Now batting the second baseman, number 7, Ryan Jollimore.
Toronto's Ryan Jollimore stepping in, second sacker for Team Nova Scotia. And he's going to line a base hit into left center, and the runners will move up. Well, the runner will move up, pardon me, into scoring position at second. Jollimore wasting no time getting bat to ball and slicing it out into left center for a clean single and advancing his teammate
Number 49, Cam McNair.
up to second base. So we're back to the top of the order again with Cam McNair, the left fielder, number 49, stepping in with 2 aboard and just 1 out. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. Try to keep the circulation moving in the legs, like I'm sure a lot of the players want to do, where you start to kind of, you get so warm and you kind of cramp up a little bit. Thus the Gosman shuffle here in the booth next to you. Just trying to keep moving, right? Keep the blood circulating in these old legs. We have been standing the whole day. And a swing and a miss. But I prefer it this way anyways, right? I mean, from our vantage point, it works well, and
it's great.
You're fortunate that you're 6'6". He says you can, while you're sitting, you can still see pretty good outside of the wall in the middle of it all.
Well, I can't do jumping jacks.
But you've done an outstanding job displacing the wall, taking it out of the mix entirely. You've just done great stuff and appreciate it so much, Bill. Second out for Nova Scotia, pardon me, is young Mr. Fleet, Jacob. His first name, the left fielder, camped under 1 and put it away, and there's 2 down here in the Nova Scotia fourth. They still trail Newfoundland and Labrador 3-2. 3-run homer from St. John's Capital, right fielder Alex McGraw in his home ballpark. St. Pat's. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a call strike. I think there's a little uneasiness here. Both probably, they don't want to lose to each other, obviously, right? Newfoundland's trying to get into the win column against Nova Scotia. In the last couple of years, they've only played them maybe twice, but have been unsuccessful. So they'd like nothing more than to return the favor here as the catcher comes back. And there's an outstanding play. Holy cow, Karen Cutler with another dynamite defensive gem for Newfoundland and Labrador. And what an opening day is he having. He's been doing it all. Defense, offense, you name it. Karen Cutler has got her scalded.
Oh, the fans appreciated the effort on that play.
Absolutely. He flashed the cowhide crab and hauled that baby in. And ends the Nova Scotia fourth. We'll step aside. The host team coming to bat. And can they ride the emotion and momentum of that terrific play by their catcher, Karen Cutler? We'll find out next. Universum Media Inc. out of Charlottetown, PEI presents the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Gatorade. with electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
Back here at St. Pat's, where Newfoundland and Labrador have the leadoff runner on, and a line drive base hit down between third and short into left field. And Newfoundland and Labrador with the 3-2 lead will take that. And now stepping in.
Now batting, we've got the third baseman, number 8, Aiden Power.
Aiden Power from Middle Cove, Newfoundland Labrador. Beautiful Middle Cove, where we know it's summer when the Capeland roar. And there's a ball dropped by the Nova Scotia catcher. Tough break there for the Blue Nose catchers. He beat feet back trying to replicate what Eric Hutter was able to pull off there, but he wasn't able to squeeze it. Nice try, though.
Aiden Power up for bat, right now, 16 years old. That's his first big competition. He competed in the 2024 Baseball Canada Cup.
Nice.
So he's been down this road before.
Yeah.
He's already with experience with tournaments like this.
There's a dart down to second, and they got him. Yeah, it was a bullet throw there from the Nova Scotia catcher. And I think that's Jordan Rittenberg, isn't he not behind the plate in this game here tonight for Nova Scotia? Number 10. Yeah, that's him. He's a catcher. And he also plays the infield as well. There's a ball fouled back off the screen. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Newfoundland Labrador 3, Nova Scotia 2. Thomas Mitchell, the Haligonian, looking in for the sign. Toeing the rubber. And here's the pitch. It's outside. Ball and 2 strikes.
The wind has really died down here this evening, too. The flags are showing very, very lackluster movement out there.
Yeah, they've come to an absolute screeching halt, Bill. They're not moving near at all. In straightaway center, 350 feet away from home plate. And what we saw earlier, we could use a breeze here tonight for sure. Now we get a stoppage in play. It's the Newfoundland coach coming out to talk to the umpire, Mr. Siemens. No, can't read lips from here, especially through a glass window. Well, that conversation appears to be over now. Is he talking to the first base umpire as well?
I didn't see any play that would.
Well, it's Kevin Higgins, sort of CBS, the head coach of Team Newfoundland Labrador. The ball drilled to left, but right at the left fielder. It was hit hard, right on the screws. Power getting a good piece of that ball, but he hit it so hard, the left fielder hardly had to move, and it was in his leather lobster. That's not fair. I can't use that. That's just too corny because it does not look like a lobster. A goalie's glove, yes, I can get away with that. And I came up
with
the cowhide crab.
Like that, yeah.
That was not mine. I had somebody mail that into me after the leather lobster way back. Yeah. So it kind of works in baseball too.
Kind of. I see what you're saying, no?
Well, it is cowhide.
Nice crab.
But it's not really shaped like a crab, but nevertheless. Nova Scotia setting Newfoundland and Labrador down in order here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That's not true, actually. They got a hit under that through that. But it's a 3-2 lead as we head to the fifth, and we'll be back with the fifth inning from St. Pat's Ballpark after another commercial timeout. Here, the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
Back at St. Pat's Ballpark here in the east end of the capital city of St. John's in the Carpathian Road Ravine and the beautiful ballpark under the lights here. What a night, what a day for baseball at the Canada Summer Games. Alongside the lanky one, Bill Hart, coast 101.1, all 6'6" of them. I'm 5'7", Brian Rogers, 5'8" in Skidoo boots, but not needing them in this summer heat. And we start the top of the fifth with a strike. Pretty good pitching matchup between Jack McCarthy of Newfoundland Labrador and Thomas Mitchell of Nova Scotia. 3-2 for the host squad here in the top of the fifth. Nova Scotia line score 2 runs and 2 hits, no errors. Newfoundland with 3 runs on 3 hits. And a pair of miscues. Aaron Ball firing across in time to get the runners 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, number 10, Jordan Rittenberg.
So, Bill, is there action at Gushu tonight in Mount Pearl? Or would this be the only game on the docket? I didn't get a chance to really have a peek to see.
As a matter of fact, you know what? Good question about that.
McCarthy delivered a ball on that pitch. Just wondering, I thought I saw somebody from Saskatchewan here earlier, but they had played and they won their game.
That's right.
The ball drooped down to third base, and that's in no man's land. Nobody's getting that. Little chopper.
This will be the last game for tonight.
This is, obviously, I figured as much, but I was just wondering if there was game scheduled at Gushu with this game on the docket here at St. Pat's. The answer is no, an emphatic no, and rightfully so.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 46, Jack Bona.
There's a ball fouled back off the screen. Jack Bona from Lewisdale, Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. Number 46. McCarthy winds and fires, and that ball is chopped down the left field line. Is it playable? It will not be. Good hustle, though, by the left fielder, Jacob Fleet. Got over there and was charging hard, and he thought he might have had a play, and just at the last of it all, it got out of his grasp. 0-2 on Bona. Jack McCarthy with 1 out here would certainly like to pick up a strikeout, and he does. So 2 down here for Nova Scotia in the top of the 5th. It remains Newfoundland Labrador 3 and Nova Scotia 2. Both teams winning their opening game today here at St. Pat's. Nova Scotia defeated New Brunswick 9-3, and they broke that game open with some terrific fundamental baseball, small ball, smart ball, you name it, call it what you want. It was well done. And then Newfoundland Labrador lasting a gutsy Manitoba team. Those Bisons, man.
Yeah.
They were like Bisons out on the plains. They did not go away. And they stuck around and finally succumbed by a score of 9-7. But they showed great moxie in erasing a 6-0 deficit. There's the strike. Jack McCarthy working solidly here and diligently in the 5th inning with a 3-2 lead. The wind, the pitch, high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Punked him. Runners at first and second. That's a second hit batsman. That was Jackson George, the designated hitter, who got plunked. He's down to first. So runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th in a 1-run ball game.
Nova Scotia, the 3rd baseman, number 13, Austin Brown.
Austin Brown, 3rd baseman for Team Nova Scotia.
There's a pinch runner coming in.
We're getting a pinch runner. We haven't seen a lot of that.
Number 16.
I can't see that far through this glass at this time of the day. I'm squinting here.
Kingston States.
Merci beaucoup, Jean. Did you pick up what he said? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Kingston State's in to run now in first.
So States replaces Jackson George, a spark plug on this Nova Scotia ball club. There's a pitch, a little high and away for ball 1. 2 down here, 2 aboard, first and second. 3-2 Newfoundland Labrador lead over Nova Scotia. Here in the top of the 5th, here's the pitch, and that ball check swing foul out of play.
And caught by a fan.
Beauty, that's happened a couple times.
Yeah.
Did they throw it back in?
No, he's holding the ball up.
There you go.
Letting everybody know that he caught it.
He caught a souvenir.
I do the same thing. I would like some acknowledgement if I made a catch like that.
There's a ball lifted into the gap, and it's going to fall. Nova Scotia, here's the throw to the plate, way over the catcher's head. And the Blue Nosers have got themselves back in the ball game. They've tied it here on a loopy fly ball that fell in between short and left field. And Nova Scotia ties it at 3-3. And Jack McCarthy is going to get a visit here. Nova Scotia stoked and pumped after the tying run here after trailing 3-0 on an Alex McGraw 3-run shot in the 1st inning. And they've erased that deficit and have tied the score. Now they're threatening to get more. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. And this mound visit continues. And here comes the home plate umpire, Mr. Siemens, to come out and break it up. We're going to stick with Jack McCarthy. He's pitched a heck of a game here. All the pitchers have done their work.
For Team Nova Scotia, number 45, the Lewis Stonehouse.
That's the thing, and we have to admit, we haven't seen any bad baseball today.
Murph, you don't know how much that text meant. There's a ball chopped toward 3rd. And they're not going to get him.
No.
Newfoundland and Labrador coming a little bit unraveled here in this 5th inning. Another throwing error from deep in the hole, a little hesitation, and Canada's Ocean Playground has the lead. And are they fired up? Look at them. High-fiving, slapping, and jacked up. Ready to rock on the rock. And they've got the lead here in the top of the 5th.
That ball wasn't moving fast, so third baseman had to really gun it.
That's it, Matt. You either you make up your mind, are you charging, or you're going to sit back and hope it comes to you quick enough you can get it across. And that was not the case for the Newfoundland third baseman, Hayden Power. Here's a ball. They're going to gun this across, and they'll get the out. And that will do it. But Nova Scotia has rallied back with another pair. They scored twice in the 2nd. They had 2 more here in the top of the 5th. And take a 4-3 lead heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. Universal Medium Sports out of media. I said that the other day, and Eddie looked at me and said media, not medium. And anyways, it is terrific coverage. Hope you're enjoying the action, and we got ourselves a wing-ding of a ball game here, and we'll be back. The bottom of the 5th, the Newfoundland and Labrador due up next. Canada Games 2025.
Precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
Okay, here we go. Bottom of 5, and for the first time tonight, the host squad from Newfoundland and Labrador trails in this ball game 4-3. They've committed 4 miscues in this ball game. Sure, they would like to clean that up. They still have 3 more cracks at this, but they're going to need to keep that Nova Scotia team down. And here's a ball that is bounced off the foot of the player, number 14, and he ran into the pitcher, Thomas Mitchell, to leave the tag on him. And there's the first out here. Ben Kent retired. The first baseman.
Number 7, Sam Rideout.
Here's Sam Rideout, the shortstop, wearing number 7. Newfoundland Labrador trailing by a score of 4-3, and there's a ball down the right field line and fouled by a couple feet, but that would have been at least 2, you would think. But then again, you're not quite sure the arm, and we've seen some rifle arms today defensively. Oh, there you go. Pitch inside. Thomas Mitchell working into the 5th inning for Nova Scotia. Giving up just the 3 hits, but he gave up the monster 3-run homer to Alex McGraw in the first inning. And here's a ball laced foul. That's going to go way back toward the Edgar Hartery field. Now you're out there in your Coast 101 cruiser. I get a little bit of a hike to go get the van up on Carpathian, but strike 3, swing and a miss, and a big cut by Sam Rideout came up empty. So back to the top of the order. Here's the left fielder, number 19, Jacob Fleet. And it looks like we are having another conversation. Looks like we might have some changes here, maybe, Bill. We'll wait and see. no John going on.
Pinch hitting for Team Newfoundland and Labrador, number 22, Ben Hiscock.
Ben Hiscock from Portugal Cove, St. Phillips, who is a center field, no, pardon me, he is a first baseman. And Ben Hiscock gets a at bat here as he pinch hits for Newfoundland Labrador. With one out and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Nova Scotia leading Newfoundland Labrador 4-3. Racing a 3-0 first inning deficit. With 2 in the 2nd. And 2 more in the top of the 5th. And unfortunately for Newfoundland Labrador, Bill, a lot of those runs resulting in errors, and it's a tough game, and it's a long throw across the diamond. Unfortunately, a couple of those balls just never got there, and it's hard to scoop them too. Trying to avoid the runner coming hard down the line. You're trying to reach out, stretch, keep your foot on the base to get the out. Mitchell seemed a little perturbed at what just went down there. He's got a 2-2 count he's facing with just one away, and Newfoundland Labrador needing a base runner. At least put the tying run on base. Down a run here in the 5th. And a swing and a miss. Got him. So Mitchell firing heat here for the Nova Scotia club. And the Haligonian comes off. Greeted by his teammates, and rightfully so. He's pitching a heck of a game here tonight.
Team Newfoundland and Labrador.
So Team Newfoundland and Labrador set down here in the bottom of the 5th, and we'll step aside and take another timeout here. St. Pat's Ballpark on preliminary men's baseball opening day, and our 4th game here at this historic and beloved ballpark. Back with the top of the 6th next here. Canada Games 2025.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
In the quiet of the morning calm, where the sun rises at the dawn, and the birds sing their waking song, there's a story to be told. So if you hear a teller telling you a tangled tale, or maybe 2, rest assured, every word is true, especially the bits they make up.
Okie dokie. Let's get back at her. Pitter patter, let's get at her. Top of the 6th. Nova Scotia leading 4-3 over Newfoundland and Labrador. Got a big 3-run homer from St. John's Capitals right fielder Alex McGraw at the bottom of the 1st inning, but Nova Scotia has slammed the door on the host team ever since.
Leading off for Team Nova Scotia in the top of the 6th inning, number 49, Cam McNair.
Top of the order for Cam McNair. Left fielder, left-hand bat. And the pitch is high for ball 1. There's a ball ripped into the gap in right center. It'll fall for a base hit. Nova Scotia getting something going here again in the 6th. Hoping to tack on here against a Newfoundland Labrador Ball Club is not going to go away.
Now batting
Battle to the bitter end, like all the teams here.
McIntosh.
This Canada Summer Games competition here in St. John's. But you can feel the momentum change.
Oh, yeah.
It's not nearly as noisy as it was earlier. In fact, the lid almost came off the place when McGraw homered to make it 3-0. But since then, it's been relatively quiet. Just an observation. And a bunt drop down, and that's going to work. Oh, and that's going to stay fair. I think it deflected off of the third baseman. And even though it went into foul territory, he made contact with that ball. Thus, it's are they calling it a foul, or what are they doing? Are they going to bring him back? Now, are they saying, Bill, that it was a foul ball?
I'm checking it out myself. I don't see anybody advancing. No, it looks like it's a foul.
Well, no, McNair's down to first, and here comes Noah McIntosh from Dartmouth, the shortstop for Nova Scotia. And this is a challenge and a half here for Newfoundland Labrador. Off goes the runner, and it's popped up into right field, and that is going to fall in. And now a throw down to second, and Newfoundland Labrador throwing the ball all over the ballpark. I think they're getting a little frustrated, and they're not playing the game that they would want to, I'm sure. That's just way too many miscues, unfortunately, but they're only youngsters, too. Well, that's tough there. And they're going to score that a hit. Hey, listen, you take it any way you can, to get on.
You do.
Right? Doesn't matter, you hit a line shot somewhere, it's may not fall in. You can get all of it, take it to the warning track. And those little numbers on a half check swing or something, the ball just comes off the bat weird. And basically, it either goes up and then comes down, or it just stays down.
Well, breaking the action, and now's would be a good time to say that Newfoundland got their first medal today.
Awesome.
Swimmer Gavin Baggs placed second in the men's 400-meter freestyle para today at the Aqua Arena. So a silver medal for the young gentleman, the para games. 400-meter men's freestyle.
Awesome. Way to go, Gavin Baggs.
Well done, sir.
Absolutely. Newfoundland Labrador would love being the host to be able to surpass the 9 medals that they accumulated at the last Summer Games. So that's line score for Newfoundland still shows those 4 miscues. It's tough sledding when there's no snow, you know. But anyways, that's the game. Here's the pitch, and it's dropped down in front of the plate. Good looking bunt, throw down to first in time. So Newfoundland Labrador getting a note here in the top of the 6th inning. And Nova Scotia runners move up 90 feet at third and second respectively here.
Now batting the catcher number 10, Jordan Rittenberg.
And here's Rittenberg, and this is a real tough at bat here for the versatile Allegonian. Behind the plate here tonight, he and Thomas Mitchell have been working well together as the Nova Scotia battery. Here's a pitch, and Rittenberg will duck down from that offering, and it's ball 1. So Bill, this is a huge juncture of the ball game here. Newfoundland Labrador can ill afford to give up a pair, and they will. They're going to give up at least 1, and they're going to charge home here. Now they'll hold the runner at third, and it is 5-3. So Jack McCarthy, who's been doing the best he can into the 6th inning, victimized there by a run-scoring single up the middle off the bat of Jordan Rittenberg, and a 5-3 Newfoundland Labrador deficit.
It's like 6-3 actually now.
6 now, pardon me. My bad. Thanks, Bill. So they get a nice round of applause from the local crowd. Up against a tough team, too. Let's face it. I mean, Nova Scotia's had their way amongst Atlantic Canadian teams pretty much for quite a while now. But that doesn't mean that there's no parity. And PEI got good ball players. New Brunswick has really good ball players, too. They just got off to a bit of a rough start today, dropping their first.
Newfoundland and Labrador, very great, good team. We've seen them earlier today.
Yep.
And just tough breaks. I mean, 4 errors on the board. Most of those resulting in runs.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, Bill. A lot of times, you know, it's a split-second decision. Obviously, you're going to try to get the out at first. You're going to eat it. And, you know, see if that'll work. But unfortunately, it hasn't. But, hey, we still got lots of ball left. Top of the 6. Newfoundland Labrador gets 2 more cracks on this steamy Sunday night here at St. Pat's Ballpark. .28 degrees, Bill, as we speak.
That's comfortable. I'll take that.
Still 28, man. That's still 80-ish. Is it not?
It's a bit of a breeze coming through here. Keeps it nice and comfortable.
Flags now.
Oh, yeah.
Out in straightaway center. Obviously, yes, we needed that, too. So, Nova Scotia, who trailed 3-0 after 1 on a 3-run homer by Alex McGraw, the St. John's Capitals, have roared back and put up a 6 spot on 7 hits. And a bit of it has been due to the young Newfoundland Labrador team kind of chucking the ball around a little bit.
For Team Nova Scotia, number 11.
But you know, Bill, if you don't try and you think you might have a play, and you regret it the next time it happens. They need to stop it right here with a runner on third, 1st and 3rd, just 1 out still. And here's the pitch, and that ball's fouled out of play. Strike 1. Yeah, thank you very much. Swing and a miss. There's Carson Pearl, your buddy from McGee Lake, Nova Scotia, still trying to figure out where it is.
Well, there's a McGee Lake down around the valley.
Yep.
So maybe he just like spending his time around the lake and calls it home.
Yeah. I definitely need to find that out, though. That's driving me crazy that I don't know where it is. But you know what? It happens every day, I guess. You hear communities in Newfoundland, Labrador that you may have not heard, you know, of before, especially outside the metro area off the Avalon Peninsula. But in Nova Scotia, like down around the valley, there's so many little places like Canning and Nicktaw. And, of course, you've got Steam Mill and different places outside of Kentville.
Hey, listen, it's just a few years ago I learned there was a place called Ashtray.
Oh, really?
Here in Newfoundland and Labrador, yeah.
Ashtray, Newfoundland and Labrador. That's bizarre. Not a run's going to score here on ball that got to the backstop. And Nova Scotia has a 7-3 lead. Here on the top of the 6th.
Now batting for Nova Scotia, number 16, Kingston State.
So everybody coming off the bench, getting a couple cuts in here for Nova Scotia. They go to yet another pinch hitter. There's a runner on 2nd, and there's a foul out of play. Matthew Smith from Logie Bay, the left-hander on the mound now for Newfoundland Labrador. And there's a ball hit out to the right field, and it's gobbled up. That'll do it. But another big inning for Nova Scotia. They put up another pair and have a 7-3 lead as we head to the bottom of the 6th. And in crunch time now, for the host team from Newfoundland and Labrador. Back with more of the 2025 Canada Summer Games from St. Pat's Ballpark after this timeout.
With Metrobus to those with games tickets or accreditation. Les Jeux du Canada de Saint-Jean 2025 tiennent à remercier
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
Leading off the inning for Team Newfoundland and Labrador, their catcher number 23, Karen Cutler.
Here's Karen Cutler, the Newfoundland Labrador catcher. In my humble opinion, has been one of the top performers for Team Newfoundland and Labrador during the opening day baseball preliminaries.
One of the best players overall.
Yep. Big, strong catcher. Made some great defensive plays on foul balls in behind the plate and over toward the first baseline. A miraculous reach back. Snared one there earlier, and he's going to get a piece of this and drive it into the fan base down the first base line. So they have a huge mountain to climb here, but anything's possible.
Right. This team is talented.
Patient, take your pitches, try to get aboard. And there's another foul out of play. So he's hanging tough there. Thomas Mitchell continues to weave for Canada's Ocean Playground into his 6th inning of work. And this has been beautiful because there's a chopper down the third base line. Good speed here, and it's a base hit, infield hit there. Or Karen Cutler, hard hustle over the box, and he got the job done.
A rare bobble from Team Nova Scotia there.
Yep. Haven't seen much of that at all in their second game. 7-3 lead, but Newfoundland Labrador now need another runner. Jack McCarthy stepping in with Alex McGraw. He of the 3-run homer in the on-deck circle. Base hit here would certainly make things interesting. Can the boys do it? And there's a rocket. Look out. Holy cow, he got a piece of that and squared it foul, but it took off and headed down there toward the fans, and that thing had some speed on it, baby. So the leadoff batter's aboard, and there's a ball. Bring the count to 1-2 on Jack McCarthy, who started this game for Newfoundland Labrador and pitched into the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, side, 2-1. Now Newfoundland Labrador need base runners. They've got one on first. It's Karen Cutler with his infield single. Now they need more. And there's a ball, rock foul, and out of play down toward the left field line. So a long day is eventually going to wrap up, you would think, within the next 40 minutes or so. We still have lots of big. No, I know it's not, Jean. We drop you off at the Hilton Garden, and you guys will be lights out in about 10 minutes, I guaranteed. I know I will be. There's a ball, chopped foul as they sent the runner. Yeah. That's good, Jean. I appreciate that, too. Never say never. And I wasn't insinuating it would be, but 40 minutes is enough time to come back.
Yes.
Isn't it? We shall see, but they're going to need more than 5 hits. That's all they've gotten so far. Ooh. strike 3 call, and Newfoundland Labrador fans do not like that one.
Now batting for Newfoundland and Labrador, the right fielder.
Here's Alex
Very
McGraw
vocal.
stepping to the plate. Yeah, they were vocal. They didn't like that call. It results in a strikeout of Jack McCarthy, and here's Alex McGraw. He had the 3-run first inning home run to deep right. And the pitch sending the runner again. There's a throw, and I'm not quite sure what happened there. Did that glance off of somebody? The throw down towards second base?
No, looks like he's staying at second.
Well, he's there.
I'm not sure what happened there.
That's a tough one to pick up there. Something wonky happened. At that stage of the evening now where the eyes are getting a little Garfield-like. Or Odie. Check swing from McGraw, strike. Alex tried to coil the bat back, and he went around. And it's strike 1. Could use another long fly here, and here's the pitch sending the runner. Off and running was Cutler, but it's fouled out of play. And now young Alex McGraw is staring down a 0-2 count from the Nova Scotia pitcher, Thomas Mitchell. Not Tomas, Thomas. No, he didn't bite. He didn't bite, Bill. I was hoping that our friend Tommy Hard in the French broadcast was going to bite for that, but he didn't, so we'll leave it alone.
Stepping up to the plate, the left fielder, number 18, Luke Hatcher.
All right, 2 away. And here's Luke Hatcher from Conception Bay South, Newfoundland Labrador, with a runner at second and 2 down. You got to believe that if Newfoundland Labrador has a chance to come back in this game, they're going to need an RBI hit here from a young man who's more than capable.
Easily.
Playing center field tonight after doing a wonderful job on the mound for the host squad here this afternoon, early this afternoon. It seems like an eternity. Here's the pitch, sending the runner again, gun down to third, and he's in there safely. Nice slide by Karen Cutler. Catcher displaying his raw skill in many facets of the baseball world. He can run, he can hit, he can catch, he can throw, he can do it all. And as Bill mentioned, in our humble opinion, one of the better players we've seen in all the action here at St. Pat's today.
Karen Cutler committed to play some college ball in Nebraska.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I'll tell you, that youngster, for his size and what we've seen today,
yeah,
he might be just like an up-and-comer. Wouldn't you love to see some of the kids there? Strike 3 call. And Thomas Mitchell loves that. As down goes Luke Hatcher. Newfoundland and Labrador trails 7-3, down by 4. As we head to the top of the 7th inning, and many, unfortunately, are filing out of here. You know, family and friends won't, but there's a fair amount that have seen enough and are not quite confident that the home side is going to come back, but one never knows. Anyways, let's step aside, take another timeout here from the 2025 Canada Summer Games. It's baseball preliminary day action from St. Pat's Ballpark. Okay, as Dua Lipa resonates into the Sunday evening sky here at St. Pat's. I kind of like that song.
Look at you, recognizing Dua Lipa. My kids would be so proud of you.
I like this.
You're so hip.
Well, I love the disco era, man. I got to be honest with you. A lot of people look and say, "Are you kidding me?" But man, I love doing the bump to Ohio Players Love Roller Coaster. Play that funky music.
Little
Wild
knock,
Cherry.
knock on wood.
Oh, Amy Stewart got that down. You can ring my bell and need a ward. We can keep on going, but I think we ought to knock it off, eh? 'Cause there's probably a lot of, oops, sorry, William, a lot of disco haters there. Right? Hey, love to boogie.
Yeah.
Born to boogie, baby.
Now we all have a mental image of you in bell bottoms.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the paisley shirts and the narrow collars and the hair down to the shoulders. Yipper. That is a long, long, long time ago. 1975 to be exact. Here's a pitch and a ball hit down to first base, scooped up by the first baseman. He'll touch the bag, and Nova Scotia's got one out here in the top of the seventh with a 7-3 lead over Newfoundland and Labrador.
Stepping up to the plate, number 45, Lewis.
Universe and medium, of course, out of Charlottetown PEI. Done a terrific job here on day one, and it started last night with the opening ceremonies at the Mary Brown Center. And if you weren't there to see it, I hope you watched it on NTV, because it was absolutely spectacular. And you talk about talent in this province when it comes to music. Like, so many varieties of music and so many talented musicians. It was simply awesome. And Luke and Robbie did an excellent job as the hosts. And so did Jean doing most of the speaking en français through the evening down there. And he's got the nice docile tones and the veteran ballsiness of a voice, if I can say that. Well, it's too late. I already did.
He already did. Now.
A ballsy voice, man. It's a deep voice. And like you and I talked about earlier, you don't have to have a deep, ballsy voice to be a good broadcaster.
No.
You really don't. Okay, 7-3, one down and a runner at first. And Nova Scotia with a 4-run lead here in the top of the seventh. Here's the wind, the pitch, and it's high. Montpearl's Jack Anstey is on the hill now for Newfoundland and Labrador, trying to set Nova Scotia down here in the top of the seventh to give his ball club an opportunity maybe to claw their way back, but they've got a lot of work to do. Anything's possible. You got to believe. Anstey towing the rubber, gets the sign, winds and fires, and it's up high. 3-0. Just throw strikes, Jack. Just throw strikes. Here's the pitch. It's inside. Draws a walk. So Team Nova Scotia with runners at first and second with one out here in the top of the seventh. Ryan Jollymore working the walk.
Now,
and we're back to the top of the order with the left fielder, number 49, Cam McNair. Anstey steps off the rubber. Look in and try to get another sign here. Checks the runner at second. Winds, fires, and misses with that pitch to McNair. Still a fair amount of energy here in the ballpark, Bill.
Well, a little bit.
Youngsters, of course, been a long day for some of us. I wouldn't say elderly, because you're certainly not, but I am a little bit, but not quite, you know. still feeling like a teenager some days, and other days like a 90-year-old, not a 70-year-old. No fun getting older. Lots of aches and pains. There's a ball ripped into the gap in right center. That's going to score at least one, maybe two. Nova Scotia turning it up, and they're both going to try to score. There's one to throw at the plate, and a head first slide. Nova Scotia take a 9-3 lead on a 2-run double. Nova Scotia's fans are going nuts here at St. Pat's Ballpark, and rightfully so. Yep, when that ball finds that gap out there, Bill, you're thinking that it hits that surface and it is going to scoot all the way to the warning track. I've seen a number of balls that were hit extremely hard. It bounced hard off of the outfield walls.
And now you see some of the fans starting to vacate the premises.
Yeah, well, that's par for the norm sometimes. It happens in all sports.
Well, doesn't that
they want to beat the traffic too? I mean, especially if you've been down here, you know, like all day, and like many parents and relatives and friends, family, etc. of Team Newfoundland and Labrador. And Nova Scotia, they've been here since early this morning as well, so they're back. It's been a full day.
Now batting
and they're looking good to improve to 2-0. Like I said before, and like Michel Allard said earlier, anything's possible, and it's not over until it's over. AKA Yogi Bear. I don't mean you, boo-boo.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, boo-boo. Yogi Bear as opposed to Yogi Berra, who's just an absolute baseball legend.
Yes,
what
he
a
is.
delight. Don't you need that stuff, too, from guys, right?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So many yogi-isms, man. Anyways, another full day of activities tomorrow, Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday.
Right.
Kind of wish it might be. No. Don't get me wrong here. Tomorrow's Monday, the 11th.
Right.
Tuesday will be the 12th. And there's a ball scorched down the third base line, bouncing off the railing, back to play. Jack Anstey coming in relief here in the top of the 7th inning, yields a 2-run double. And Nova Scotia's up their lead to 6, 9-3 for Canada's Ocean Playground. Anstey checking the runners, winds and fires, and it's popped up. And that is foul ball, and I don't think Karen Cutler, I'm not sure if he was aware. He may have thought that ball was up and over top of the screen, but it never made it that far, did it?
No, I hit the mesh.
Oh, it did? Okay, good call.
Mesh.
I couldn't see it from my angle. I thought it was still there, and
yeah.
Looked down, it was over this way. Artie Feldman eyes going there, I'll tell you. There's a ball cranked out to center field. And Nova Scotia is going to step up and take another base here. So with 2 away on the top of the 7th, and the Blue Nosers up by a bundle.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 3, Malky Murphy.
Malky steps in. Malky Murphy, the Nova Scotia right fielder. Anstey set to deliver the pitch. And that's crank foul. Out of play down the third base line.
That just disappeared into the night.
Yep, lots of them are. And a couple disappear into the St. John's summer evening here at St. Pat's. Over the wall. There's a pitch in there for a called strike. 1-2. I think they need to stop it here. I don't think they want to give up double digits here, but runner at third with 2 away. I mean, Nova Scotia's going to add on if they can, and there's a chopper charging hard. The shortstop on the throw, on the run, and he gets him. But the damage is done as Nova Scotia has been piling it on. They have scored in 3 consecutive innings. They were down 3-2, and since the 4th, they've nothing but scoring runs. So we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Last kick of the can for Team Newfoundland and Labrador. We'll have it next from St. Pat's Ballpark. This is Universal Media Inc.'s live coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
Last kick of the cat for Newfoundland and Labrador. Kick of the cat. I mean, didn't mean that. I mean, kick of the cat. I don't want to be taking a boot at a little pooty cat. Never, never, never. I did not mean that. I meant to say kick at the can. It's been a long day. We got to regroup, get out of here, get some rest, and get ready for women's softball action from the Caribou Complex. Starting bright and early tomorrow. We'll get our taste of softball, William. You and I both played the game for a while. And the long throw there, and just in time. Man, that was a close play. Good wheels getting out of the box and getting down the line, but to no avail. So there's one away here in the bottom of the 7th inning as Newfoundland's going to, I believe, send up a pinch hitter. And that is Michael Riley from Mount Pearl, an outfielder. Riley from the Pearl will get a crack here in the bottom of the 7th with his team trailing by 6. Yeah, we got it. We don't miss those Mount Pearl kids. We don't want to miss any of them, but not Mount Pearl. Sorry. Sorry, says the homer from Nova Scotia, who loves Newfoundland and Labrador. Yeah, my kids are Mount Pearl kids. They are indeed. And they're not kids anymore. They're grown adults. My daughter Ashley. With a beautiful little granddaughter, Caitlin Elizabeth. Papa's pride and joy. And Nanny home watching Caitlin while Mommy's working on a Sunday night. If you're looking for chicken and ribs, ask for Ashley Coote. The Mount Pearl Swiss Chalet. Sorry. That is just ruthless plug on my part. But she's a great waitress. I'm probably going to get a word on that one tomorrow from someone along the way, and I'm so sorry, but I couldn't help myself. One away. I'm sorry, Bill. Hey, you're heading that way home, though. And a pitch is up. As Mike Riley takes that high, and the count levels out at 2-2 with one down in the bottom of the 7th. Preliminary baseball from St. Patrick's Ballpark. The scene of both men's and women's baseball. And for the first time in Canada Games history, baseball will be introduced for the women. And that's going to be a gas, to say the least, as Mike Riley comes in, draws a walk. So Newfoundland and Labrador still breathing here as Riley takes his spot down to first base. And we're going to, I believe, I didn't get the number, Bill, coming to the plate, my bad. I kind of lost sight of that. The ball is grounded down to second. They're going to take the out at first only. Riley will advance to second base, but there's 2 down. And the last hope for Newfoundland and Labrador is Sam Ryder. That was Ben Kent, I believe, or my bad, number E. Well, Ryder's up there now. He's trying to see who just had the last at bat for Newfoundland Labrador. It was number 11, and that is Tyler Marsh, who played center field for Newfoundland and Labrador in their 9-7 win over Manitoba. So 2 down, runner at second, and Newfoundland Labrador trailing by 6. Call strike. And the Nova Scotia supporters are up on their feet, waving their flags, and they're a happy lot here during day 1 preliminary baseball action. There's a ball chopped to second, took a funky hop, and the ball game is over in Nova Scotia. Improved to 2-0 as Thomas Mitchell goes the distance, spinning a 4-hitter in a 9-3 Blue Nose victory over Newfoundland and Labrador. William, it's been a long, long day, and I'm talked out, brother. I am talked out. So all righty, well, we'll be on the softball broadcast tomorrow.
That's right.
It's been a long, long day.
Sorry about that. I just gave the schedule and didn't have my mic on. How about that?
No biggie. Want to thank the Universal Media Inc. for all their support and helping us get through this first day, and I think we did so okay. We had some fun. We got to call some ball games and some good ball games, too. This one got away from Newfoundland and Labrador. A little tough defensively with 4 errors committed in this setback to Nova Scotia. But hey, lots of ball left. 1-1 are the host team. Nova Scotia improves to 2-0. And we'll be back with more baseball later in the week, guaranteed. But on behalf of Bill Hart and the entire Universum Media Inc. crew, this is Brian Rogers saying goodnight from St. Pat's Ballpark. The final score, Nova Scotia 9, Newfoundland, Labrador 3. Good night from St. Pat's Ballpark. You've been listening to live coverage of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.